Talking Buffalo Bills, could the beginning of OTAs have gone any worse for this team?
Yeah, it's just smooth. The tight end you bring in to take over the position. He's out 3.5 months. 2 other big free agents had surgery. 2 other guys, running backs, aren't practicing. Perfect. Seamless. I said a couple weeks ago on the show that they brought in a lot of guys. We don't know how good those guys are going to be. It seems as though Bean isn't bothered by previous injury history. See Trent Murphy last year. It's already seeming to bite them with Tyler Kroft being out for this long. This is a concern. And tight end was a big position in need. They went in the 3rd round. Dawson Knox comes in. He might be the starter at this point. Is that a good thing for Josh Allen?
Was it just last week you were screaming about the 6th tight end?
All right, so yeah, I was ranting and raving. At one point, they had 7 tight ends on the roster. And what are you
You
doing?
were ranting and raving?
Yeah, believe it or not. Believe it or not. But this happening makes me even angrier because here's the thing, right? So Kroft goes down. He's your arguable starter. He's your pass-catching tight end out of the group of people you have. He's got 67 career receptions in the NFL. So your pass-catching tight end is down. Dawson Knox, who you just brought up, did not catch a touchdown pass in college, and you traded up to go get him. Somehow, even though you have 47 tight ends on your roster, you don't have one that can run a route and catch a football. How does this always happen? And why me? Why? Why do they keep putting us in this position where, we're literally 13 minutes into the first OTA, and hey, $9 million, set it on fire. That's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine.
It's like a cautionary tale. I mean, you can only count on so much. Right?
I'd like to see if Duffy's head explodes when I say Julian Edelman is going back to the Patriots too, by the way.
Stupid beard.
It all works. Relax.
Much better.
Relax. We haven't even gotten to camp yet. They haven't even gotten to Fisher yet. Let them work it out. I am worried about your offensive weapons though. Who is Allen going to throw the ball to?
We talked about this.
This is your biggest issue. Your running backs. I get to that. We'll get to the story of running backs later. But who is he going to throw the ball to? He ran for his life in the games that I've seen, and it doesn't look like you've improved on that at all.
Yeah, I don't.
You think about this team, and you think about the job McDermott and Bean have done in the rebuild, and defensively, it's obviously gone really well. Who's the best offensive player they have brought in? At this point, it's Josh Allen, who's the biggest mystery in the NFL. They have struck out left and right on the offensive side of the ball, and this offseason has brought in all sorts of people on the offensive side.
Strength in numbers.
But to that point, listen, I'm not happy with the way the offense is going, but I mean, strike out, the one real dice they rolled offensively was Kelvin Benjamin, and I don't hate that deal at the time because, okay, you needed the thing, and he's your big guy.
Zay Jones and Deion Dawkins were both 2nd-round draft picks. Have they panned out?
Okay, but Dawkins, again, it's still early. He's an offensive lineman. You know how all of a sudden playing next to the right guy, things click, and but Zay wasn't getting any favors done for him either. You got a rookie quarterback, Nate Peterman, and Tyrod Taylor, so I don't know. All of these pieces feed into other pieces. So I think it is a little bit unfair to say, well, they're swinging offensively and missing the way they are.
It's clear no wide receivers want to play in Buffalo. I mean, I'm convinced they can't bring anyone in to play, especially now you have a second-year quarterback. The question is, where do your wide receivers come? Usually it's from the draft or trade. So the biggest issue is attracting wide receivers that really want to come here and build with this quarterback.
I heard your opening monologue. I mean, it was this cold slap in the face, and you said you still think they look like a 6-win team.
I really do. If you look at this team, again, defensively, we're like, oh, they're pretty good, probably above average. Offensively, who can you count on? Who can you say today in May that this guy's going to be good? This guy's going to have a good year. The biggest question is Allen. And if Allen becomes what he is, you were saying wide receivers.
Yes.
Josh Allen becomes what everyone thinks he's going to be, wide receivers will come to Buffalo.
Correct.
If he's the guy he was last year, nobody's going to want to come here. And it's going to be a difficult. The biggest thing is the offensive line. They've rebuilt that line. If that's good, they're going to have a chance to be good.
But, I mean, just real quick, like you say, who's going to be good? What could they have done this offseason? Who was there where they could have gone out, plucked a guy, and you would have said in this offense, I have confidence in this person to be successful?
Well, I don't think it's about this year. I think it's about last year, the year before. Remember, this is year 3 of McDermott's drafts.
Sure.
I know Doug Whaley was the GM year 1, but that was Sean McDermott running that draft. So this is his 3rd year. He hasn't gotten it right yet. Hopefully, if Allen's right, then that'll cure a lot of ills.